Well, then. Now, I'll begin at the beginning. A fine, soft day in the spring it was when the train pulled into Castletown, 3 hours late as usual, and himself got off. He didn't have the look of an American tourist at all about him. Not a camera on him. And what was worse, not even a fishing rod.
Castletown? Castletown?
Could you tell me the way to Innisfree?
Innisfree? 5 miles and maybe a half more. Do you see that road over there?
Yeah?
Well, don't take that one. It'll do you no good. No, the best road to Innisfree, and many's that to walk.
It's Innisfree you want. Be saving your breath, Mr. Maloney. Let me direct the gentleman. Happen you know the way to Knockanore?
Knockanore? If he knew the way to Knockanore, would he be asking the way to Innisfree and it just beyond?
There's many knows Knockanore that doesn't know Innisfree. And if you'd take the time to study your country's history, Mr. Maloney, you'd be the first to admit it.
No, don't be sending another poor man to Knockanore. So the fishing is finished there entirely. Now tell me this, Yank. What is it you're after? Is it trout or salmon?
All I want is to get to Innisfree.
Now you're talking sense. The best fishing in the country.
Too far you there, Mr. Costello.
Trout as long as your arm. And salmon. The last one I got, I was expecting Jonah to pop out of his mouth.
That's a fact.
Innisfree. I'd be bringing you there myself. Only I've got to drive the train. Hey, was I telling you about that trout I got 2 Sundays before last?
You did. At Innisfree?
Not at all, not at all. At Ballygar, over the other end of the country.
My sister's third young one is living at Innisfree, and she'd be only too happy for to show you the road.
Oh, well, fine.
Oh, no, if she was here.
It's Innisfree the man wants to go.
Yeah. Do you see that signpost there with the long arm?
Well, you know it's been burned about.
Well, I know all about that from the long arm.
Well, you know it's been burned about.
I was coming to that. Well, I know all about that. Interfering with the passengers after they leave on my platform.
Innisfree? This way.
I wonder now why a man would go to Innisfree.
I talked to Andrew V. McLaughlin, who directed him in McClintock, and I asked him how he was. And McLaughlin got his start. He was obviously Victor's kid. He got his start as John Ford's assistant on The Quiet Man, he said. He told me. And I said, so how was John Wayne? And he goes, Duke was Duke, and it was like, which basically said to me, he's going to show up. He's going to do it his way, probably in a take, maybe 2. And then he's going to have a smoke and a coffee and wait for the next setup. That's it. You're not going to get, I kind of took it to mean you're not going to have the script pulled apart and, what is the actor thinking here? It's like, he's kind of like, I get it.
He often said about himself that he wasn't really an actor. He was a reactor. And you watch the performance and you can see that he's listening to what the other person said, which is the key to good acting.
Yeah.
Is the ability to listen to what the other actor's saying to you. And I mean, like to say, he's a reactor and he was one of the best reactors.
For sure.
He's there to do a job and he was very good at it.
Yeah, I mean, you knew what you were going to get. I mean, that's the thing. It's like as soon as it becomes a John Wayne picture, like as soon as it becomes a Clint Eastwood picture, you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, no, exactly. And he didn't want to go outside of that. He knew who the John Wayne screen character was.
Right.
I know that I've heard stories of people went to him with other scripts that were a little bit, and he would shy away. No, I'm sorry. I am John Wayne. I'm never going to be able to do something other than be John Wayne on the screen. I think at that point in his later years, he was quite right. I mean, as soon as he walks on, there's an expectation of who he's going to be, which I don't know whether I don't think he ever complained about that. But yeah, kind of limited what he could do, the scripts he could do. Although there you go with The Quiet Man, but I mean, that's Ford. I mean, Ford said, get your ass over to Ireland. We're going to do this movie. And, you know, Wayne, of course, would show up. He'd do anything for John Ford.
Right. Ford's the one that can make that call. And it's, you know, look, it's, you know, I think doing the Conqueror and playing Genghis Khan reinforced that. I think after the blowback from that, he realized,
yeah,
we're going to stick to the note I can play and that I play well enough. We're not going to reinvent the wheel. I'm not going to go into some, you know, Kazanzian type role. Right. He's like, now that I've played Genghis Khan, it took all, although some people said he took that job just for the extra money to invest in the Alamo, which came right after. I don't know, but
it could very well be. Yeah.